You probably watched 10 things you're doing wrong part 1, but this is part 2, cause you guys really showed how much you want this video with your likes. So in today's video, I will give you guys 10 new things you're doing wrong in Rainbow Six Siege. Be sure to watch till the end, cause it doesn't matter what rank or level you are, I see people making these mistakes a lot. And that's why they can't carry their teammates in rank or they find it hard to improve. Starting with number 1, I want to talk about having a main operator in Siege. Some players have this bad habit of maining 1 or 2 ops. They can only play a few ops and those are probably the easiest operators in the game like Sledge, Iona or Warden and Torn. Well, first of all, you get used to one type of playstyle and your enemy's playstyle is different. So when you want to adapt and try to win against them, you can't. All of a sudden there's no use for playing Sledge or Warden and you gotta switch to something else to actually put some pressure on them or make them uncomfortable. But you can't, because you don't know how to play with smoke and play passive. You also don't know what strategy an operator should play on attack to outplay your enemies. So again, you go back to same operators and maybe with a bit of luck you can do something. I've said this before, rank doesn't matter really, it's just a place to improve and become better. So use this opportunity and challenge yourself with ops you haven't played before. Try new strats and pushes and not only you play better but your enemies get surprised with how unpredictable you can be. Second thing you're doing wrong is playing too passive or aggressive. You don't have a middle spot and this is such a bad habit. I see players that are scared, they stay back, they throw 2 drones, start running for like 1.5 minutes, then hold the angle on the door for another 30 seconds and then maybe they walk into map and take a gunfight. But usually it goes down to last 40 seconds of the round. On the other hand, we have some players who just jump in or push in. Maybe they get a kill even, but they continue running and pushing and they die. Well, that's 1 kill, 1 death. You didn't have any impact unless you killed an important operator or the top rank. So in general, both of them are really bad and you have to find the balance. Once in a while, look at the time. Remind yourself that you have to take map control. Or sometimes slow it down because the enemy team is just peeking and you don't want to let randoms win the game for you. Number 3 is getting mad at your teammates for whatever reason it might be. Why you get mad is because you're expecting some good, friendly, kind, supportive teammates. But you're gonna get bad, toxic teammates instead that are baiting you all over the map. Well, of course you tilt or give up. Let me tell you how I play Rainbow Six Siege. I'm not expecting anything from my teammates. It's only me, 1v5 every round. If I get a call out from them, good, that's amazing. If not, I don't care. If they are baiting, which I know, then I don't want to be the first one to die. And if they're toxic, I just mute and don't waste my time over it. Most of you experience these type of things and just lose it. You can't focus, you can't aim, and all you think about is why I didn't get better teammates. Trust me, only focus on yourself and you play way better. Moving on to another thing you're doing wrong in Siege. I want to talk about trapping yourself while roaming. I used to do this when I was like gold or plat, and sometimes even high rank players make a mistake and trap themselves. What does it mean? Let me explain. So you decide to roam and waste time, right? But a place you choose is terrible for roaming because they can cut your rotations and you have no place to fall back. You're stuck there. Only thing you can do is stay there and win your gunfights. But it might be hard if they push you all from different spots. Or another way I can say it is that you are roaming in one room. You're holding that area. Attackers open the door or window to cut you off and you actually have the chance to fall back to somewhere safe. But because you do it late, you give them the chance to use their utility or hold you from rotating. So first, find a room that has a safe fallback. Shoot some drones and waste like maybe 30 seconds to 1 minute. And then go back one room. Again, shoot 1 or 2 drones, waste a bit more time and then fall back again until you're safe back to site. We talked about being trapped and getting stuck. Now we have the same thing on attack that you should fix it. You open the wall to the side and now you don't know what to do. You just hold angle, praying that someone picks you and you get a kill. Then you keep praying for the second guy so you can make it 5v3 and rush into site. You know what I mean? You have no plan for how you want to play the round. Don't just hold angles. What other rooms and staircases are connected to site? Take control of those. There's a shield or zombie keyboard there, use your utility. Whatever you do, just try your best to get more map area. If it's really hard, rotate all the way around to somewhere that they are not contesting and then find your way close to site. That's why my first point was about operators. You need to have a strategy with great operator to execute. Open the walls, push defenders out of their positions, use nades and smokes and push. You're supposed to attack, not stay back. For number 6, we have not communicating with your team. Most players complain that no one is giving a call out, but why you're not also doing it? Most of the games we play, because me or my duo talk first, the others start talking and participating. I feel like Siege players think that no one really cares about winning. Then why are they playing? Everyone wants to win. No one queues rank just to lose. Unless they are stupid and want to troll, which happens rarely. So just try it. Even if your teammates don't talk back and they're mad quiet, you keep giving callouts and show them that you only want a good game, nothing more. Let's move on to number 7. I want to mention not playing smart. And what I mean by that exactly? I mean everyone just running around and shooting, no strategies involved, the round is probably over in the first 1 minute. Here's the thing, you're not the best player in the world. Not every player you play against is just gonna look at you and give you free kills. You get 10 kills one game, but the next one you get 0. Why? Well, because they're better than you and they know how to deal with you. There are over 60 operators in this game and you can play every round and game differently. You can come up with strategies that can counter the enemy team, and good news, you can add your picking and gun meta to your strategy. strategies. That's like Pro League. They are good players, game sense wise, with strategies, and they combo it with shooting. And let me tell you what happens next. You play better. You drop kills every game, not just 1 or 2. You win more games because you know how to play every map and playstyle. Moving on to number 8, we have something that 80% of Siege players do: typing in chat. Mostly it's for trash talking or useless stuff, and sometimes people use it for callouts. It's just a distraction from choosing the right operator, doing the right play, and so many other things. People stay AFK, not reinforcing a wall or doing anything to help the team, just to trash talk in the chat. They get killed later in the round and tilt, and let me tell you what happens next. They can't even play the next game even though they are good teammates, everyone's calm and all, and it's a good map and easy enemies. But they are just too tilted from last game. So they lose another game because they share the negative energy with others for no reason, or drop 0 kills. For people who use chat for giving callouts, my man, it doesn't work. No one's gonna look down there at the chat when they're in gunfights or have to focus on 3 different angles in the map. Fix your mic and start talking. Next topic I have to mention is playing for 2 or 3 games and going off. If you really get tired and can't play anymore, I understand, and that's completely fine. But if you're giving up or you're scared to lose games, you're making a mistake. Playing more only makes you better. You can learn from your mistakes, figure out different angles and spawn picks and ways to die, so later you won't make those same mistakes. I used to care about my rank just like you, but trust me, it doesn't matter at all, especially in rank 2.0, because we don't know who's real champion and who's not. You might even be a better player with plat rank. One tip that pro players usually give Siege players is that play more. Don't stress about losing games, instead focus on what you can improve. And last thing you're doing wrong in Rainbow Six Siege is being predictable and not making plays. If you're holding the same common angles, doing the same spawn picks, staying on side when it's 2v4 and you're about to get pinched, then yes, you're playing Siege wrong. Think about it, your enemy is doing what he learned from before, picking angles in the map, doing his strats and etc. What you want to do is surprise him. Play off angles, throw a C4 on him when he doesn't expect it. Or if you're attacking, don't do the default stuff everyone does. Do something different. It's unbelievable how many times I died to players who were random, because they're doing something I'm not used to, so either I'm not ready for it or I have no idea how to counter it. Other times I see players who just stick to basics. Wall gets open, they are getting pressured, it's 2v4 and they have to do something to win the round. But no, they just push back and hold the angle. You have to do something, come up with a play, use your C4 at the end to stop the plant. Flank somewhere they are not holding or just hide in a corner. What's it gonna be? And that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you learned and enjoyed, then watch these 2 videos right here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I see you all in the next one.